She said like ordering a cup of coffee. We'll always be friends, though. The candle on my birthday cake flickered as she spoke, and I didn't even get to blow it out. Her voice carried that saccharine sweetness people use when they're halfway gone already. She smiled tight, apologetic, rehearsed. You're great, really, but I just don't feel it anymore. And just like that, the party she threw for me became her emotional exit interview. Friends froze, unsure whether to comfort her or me. I just nodded. Absolutely, I said, calm as stone. If she wanted to end it that way, she'd get a friendship she'd never forget. That night, I didn't text, didn't plead, didn't rage. I just sat in the soft glow of the dying candle and made one silent promise. Never let her mistake my kindness for dependence again. When we met, I was a reliable one, the planner, the fixer, the one carrying the weight so she could find herself. She used to call me her anchor. I didn't realize she meant it the way a drowning person might. We lived in my apartment. I paid rent, fixed her car when it broke, covered expenses whenever she switched jobs for the 5th time. I never complained. Love made it easy to forgive imbalance. I thought loyalty would earn gratitude. Instead, it made me predictable. Predictable men don't excite people like her. She wanted fireworks. I was a generator, keeping the lights on. The shift started small, dressing up more for work, laughing at texts that didn't matter. One night, her phone lay face down on the couch, but notification lit the screen anyway. Last night was perfect. You taste like trouble. I stared at it until the screen dimmed. Didn't confront her. Didn't react. That was the moment everything in me hardened into calculation. I became a quiet observer. I noted patterns. New perfume, excuses, vanishing weekends, lies stitched into a map of her undoing. While she built her new life, I quietly designed mine without her, without mercy. Revenge isn't about noise. It's about precision. Step 1, withdraw. Not emotionally, but financially. Our joint account closed quietly. Her rent went back to her name alone. Step 2, cut the invisible strings she took for granted. The emotional check-ins, the small fixes, the late-night can-you-come-get-me calls. Step 3, replace sympathy with silence. When she called crying after a bad day, I answered with polite indifference. Sorry to hear that. Hope things improve. Click. Step 4, the move that shifted everything. I started dating her neighbor, not out of pettiness, but opportunity. Claire, the neighbor, had witnessed everything. The arguments, slammed doors, the day my ex moved her things out. She was sharp, kind, and uninterested in drama. She was also the one my ex couldn't ignore. It began as coincidence. At least that's what it seemed. Running into Claire at the coffee shop my ex used to drag me to. Then dinner. Then laughter that actually felt real. By week 3, Claire and I were inseparable. By week 4, my ex was texting again. Hey, stranger, how have you been? I replied, good. Busy. You? No emojis, no warmth. Just civility. Enough to keep her curious. She called days later, voice trembling between pride and regret. I hope we're still friends. Like we said, of course. I replied, friends help each other, right? She didn't realize friendship had fine print, and hers expired the day she walked away. Soon, rent reminders piled up in her inbox. Her car broke down again. This time, I didn't show up with a wrench and a smile. When she mentioned her new boyfriend left her with bills, I said, you'll figure it out. You always do. I meant every word. It happened at the neighborhood barbecue, the social event she loved, full of casual glances and small talk. Claire and I arrived together. Our hands brushed naturally, no performance, just quiet connection. My ex froze, her glass midway to her lips. Her brain seemed to buffer reality. Hey, I said calmly, nodding to her. Good to see you. Claire smiled politely. You must be Rachel. He's told me about you. Rachel laughed a brittle, uncertain laugh. Oh, really? I didn't realize you too. Yes, I said. She's been incredible. Feels nice being with someone who doesn't take me for granted. Silence stretched, the kind that hums. Even the grill's sizzle seemed to pause. She forced a smile, but her eyes couldn't meet mine. I could see it, the realization sinking in. I wasn't a safety net anymore. I was the one she'd underestimated. She excused herself minutes later, muttering about needing air. But when she passed the car she once mocked me for fixing, she saw Claire leaning against my arm in the reflection of the window. That was the moment it hit her. The friend she dismissed. The man she thought would wait. Already gone, thriving 2 doors down. People like Rachel believe kindness is infinite. You can drain someone dry and still come back. Real friendship, real connection, requires mutual respect. She burned the day she handed me my heart on my birthday. I didn't need to destroy her. I just removed myself from the equation that had made her comfortable. In the weeks that followed, she moved out. The landlord called confused. She'd used my name on the lease renewal. I told him she was gone. Rent unpaid for 2 months. He sighed, said he'd handle it. I thanked him. A few days later, a text arrived. "Do you ever think about us?" I typed, deleted, retyped, then settled on the truth. Only when I remember how peaceful it feels now. She didn't reply. Claire and I still laugh about that barbecue. Not from cruelty, but irony. How endings can be clean when you stop trying to force broken things to fit. People think revenge needs to be loud. The best kind is quiet, measured, logical. Watching someone realize you were the glue all along, and now they're left holding the shards. I don't hate her. Hatred feeds ghosts. I keep moving forward, grateful for the lesson, grateful she left on my birthday, the day I stopped celebrating her and started celebrating peace. Some gifts unwrapped themselves late. Mine came in silence, self-respect, and a woman who knows the difference between love and convenience. So yes, when she said, "We'll always be friends," I meant it when I smiled and said, "Absolutely," just not the kind she imagined. Sometimes, the kindest revenge is simply stepping away and letting someone realize too late that you were the best thing they ever had.